Over the years, many celebrity moments from the past find their way back into online conversations, often viewed through a very different lens than when they first appeared. One such example involves Stacey Dash, an actress widely recognized for her role in a popular 90s teen film that helped define the fashion and culture of that era. During her peak years in Hollywood, she became a familiar face in entertainment media, often discussed for her on-screen presence, style, and the attention that naturally followed rising stars of that time. What is being revisited today is a set of beachside photos that originally circulated in entertainment outlets during that period. At the time, such images were commonly picked up by tabloids and presented with heightened drama, reflecting a media environment that often amplified celebrity appearances for public interest. In hindsight, these moments feel less like controversy and more like snapshots of a different era in pop culture storytelling, media narratives, and changing perspectives. In the 1990s and early 2000s, celebrity culture operated under very different rules compared to today. Public figures had limited control over how their images were shared, and everyday moments could quickly become headline material. Swimwear fashion, especially on female celebrities, was frequently highlighted in ways that focused more on appearance than context. Looking back now, many audiences recognize how strongly media framing influenced perception. What once may have been presented as sensational is now often understood as a reflection of the times rather than the individuals involved. The shift in perspective highlights how far public conversations have evolved, especially in terms of respecting personal expression and reducing unnecessary judgment based on appearance. Fashion, fame, and the 90s cultural lens. The 90s were a defining decade for fashion, with bold styles, evolving trends, and a growing influence of celebrity culture on everyday aesthetics. Beachwear and casual public appearances by stars often became part of larger fashion discussions, whether or not the individuals intended them to be. For many celebrities navigating fame during this period, there was a constant balance between personal freedom and public attention. Today, these images are often revisited not as controversy, but as part of the broader fashion history of the decade. They serve as reminders of how style evolves and how cultural standards shift over time. Revisiting celebrity image in the digital age. One of the biggest changes in today's media landscape is the role of social platforms in shaping narratives. Unlike earlier decades, modern celebrities and audiences now have more direct ways to share context, respond to stories, and reshape public perception. This has led to a more layered understanding of older media moments when they resurface online. In the case of Stacey Dash, discussions today tend to focus less on sensational framing and more on reflection. Many viewers interpret these resurfaced images as part of a broader conversation about how public figures were once portrayed, especially women, in entertainment media. It also encourages a more thoughtful approach to revisiting archived pop culture content, a broader reflection on fame and public judgment. Looking back at celebrity moments from past decades often opens up wider conversations about how fame itself has changed. There is growing awareness of how easily narratives can be shaped by selective framing and how quickly public opinion can be influenced by headlines rather than context. Rather than focusing on a single moment, modern discussions tend to emphasize the importance of viewing public figures as individuals with full careers, experiences, and creative contributions. For Stacey Dash, her work across film and television remains part of her legacy beyond any single resurfaced image or discussion. Understanding pop culture through a modern lens. As older celebrity moments continue to resurface online, they offer an opportunity to reflect on how much media, fashion, and public perception have evolved. What once might have been treated as a viral talking point is now more often seen as a cultural time capsule, offering insight into how different the entertainment landscape once was. Ultimately, revisiting these moments encourages a more balanced perspective, one that recognizes both the history of media storytelling and the importance of approaching past narratives with context. It's less about revisiting controversy and more about understanding how pop culture continues to evolve, shaping and reshaping the way we view fame, fashion, and public life.